Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Woven Podcast. Today's episode is rightfully named Nuts or Normal. And that is because the first thing that happens when you tell somebody that you work in mediumship is a reaction of, you tend to repel people away instead of attract people closer. It turns into more of a, you're crazy, you're delusional, you're weird, you want attention, and less of something that is ever really taken seriously except in show business. So today I am here to explain my why. To break this down for you, the best analogy that I have is actually of Vincent van Gogh. So you can basically walk into any art museum anywhere and point out a Van Gogh painting, even if it's one you haven't ever seen before. Just because he has such a unique fingerprint in the art world, you are able to identify a Van Gogh piece literally just from looking at it. Now, God, the Big Bang, energy, higher power, whatever it is that you believe started the universe, say that is our Vincent van Gogh. And all of us have a unique fingerprint, but also we all came from the exact same source. So if we come from the exact same source, from the exact same artist, you really, really think it makes more sense to believe that all of us are separate rather than connected? If we look at it from a scientific perspective, people thought Einstein was crazy when he first came up with the theory that everything is made out of energy. When he explained the atoms and the spaces between, when he explained that everything has a frequency. This isn't just some mystic woo-woo practice or belief. This has been studied by actual renowned scientists. Everything is energy. You are energy. Your words are energy. Same as the world is energy. A rock has energy. Trees have energy. Every single thing on this planet is energy. And because energy cannot be created nor destroyed, what happens to it? Where does it come from? That is the pinpoint focus of mediumship. It's not even talking to dead people. It is being able to read energy, to interpret energy. It's the way you can walk into a room and immediately tell the vibe. It's that human intuition. That intuition is mediumship, even if you're not talking to spirits. Now, the way spirit communication works is through that exact same philosophy. Everything is energy, your soul is energy, and your body is energy. And like I explained in the last episode, you have never ceased being a soul. You were a soul without a body before you came to Earth, and now that you're on Earth, you're a soul with a body. After you die, you will be a soul without a body once again. But your soul always remains intact, and your soul is also energy. So call me nuts if you want, but from everything that I've just said, this consistent cycle of energy, Van Gogh, Einstein, the circle of life, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. God, the Big Bang Theory, all of us are connected, even after death. Heaven is on earth. It is. It just is. You and the spirits are living on the same plane. There's just what people like to call the veil. And if all of us are connected through the same artist or through the same energy, you can take the Van Gogh analogy or you can take Einstein's direct quote. If all of us are connected, why wouldn't we be able to communicate with spirit? It's just intuition. That's literally all it is. Everything in your life is influenced by spirit and you don't even know. That's what they do on the other side. They're there to guide you. They are trying to communicate with you all the time. It's once you become aware. That's the only thing it is. You want to learn mediumship, you want to learn how to communicate with spirits, you want to learn how to read energy, just become aware. Just sit for a moment and explore the possibility that what I'm saying is real. Even if after you're done pretending, you go back to your normal way of living, just sit for 1 second and just put to practice the things that I'm saying. If you're able to find yourself on a medium plane, not excited, not upset, just very calm, very medium. Meditation is too deep, okay? We don't want to be in a meditative state, just a medium state. And once you're able to find that medium state, that is where frequency exists. That is where you become aware of energy. I personally think that it makes more sense, since all of us came from the same place and we're all created out of energy, that we are all connected. I think that makes more sense than thinking that we are all separate. There's my very brief explanation on how to normalize what seems nuts. You're still not convinced? That's okay, I'm not expecting you to be. If you're intrigued at all, I do urge you to follow along. And I do have some exciting news. In the near future, I will be opening up bookings for channeling sessions. So if you want to learn more that way, go book something and we can have a nice conversation about everything as well. But for now, thank you for tuning in to this episode of Woven.